are you? Oh, hi, Benjamin. All right, Benjamin is a coach, consultant, entrepreneur who's never thought he'd have his say that he owns his success to reality TV. Give it up for Benjamin.
So has anyone in this room ever applied for a reality TV show? Raise your hands. No shame, come on. I mean, why wouldn't you want to? You can explore the world, experience new things, maybe even promote your own brand. All those thoughts were going through my head when I submitted my application to The Bachelorette. When they asked if I was seeing anyone, I said, just my cat. So I'm single, I'm good to go. Now, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't really expect to get an interview. But long story short, I ended up getting flown out to be one of the final contestants. To be on the show. I didn't get on the show. I had my own bodyguard, and I was sitting in a room with all the producers and directors as they grilled me about my cat, about confetti cake, and about strippers. All those things were in my application. By the way, if you're thinking of applying to The Bachelorette, those things will get you to be a finalist. And this experience was really neat. And what used to be kind of like, maybe I want to do it, became a, wow, I actually really want to go on reality TV. It became more real. And so I started applying to more and more shows. And I stopped really caring what I was going to be on. So I got a call back from Married at First Sight, which is basically, you marry somebody that you've never met before. When I got to the final round of this, I took a look at myself and was like, okay, dating somebody, marrying somebody is not really in my realm right now. I'm not really sure that's something I want to do. But what's funny is because I withdrew from this show, I actually made some cool connections with the producers. They gave me a call when a new show came up. Because I kind of blew off. I was like, okay, no more reality TV. I don't want to marry somebody. And they called me and they're like, hey, look, we got this show. You'll be in a mansion in LA, 8 girls, 8 guys. You don't have to get married. You could like date, and if you want to get married, that could be a thing. Like we'll support you on that. And the show actually ended up being called Spouse House, and it aired on TLC. And I finally got to check this off my bucket list. I was brought in to be on this show, and wasn't really sure what to expect, but that's me. I wasn't really sure what to expect. But I really didn't expect, within the hour of being on the show and walking in to meeting all these contestants, that one would get up and actually propose to one of the other contestants. Wow. And so within the first 3 days, I attended an engagement party, I attended a bachelor party with strippers, and an actual wedding. And this brought up a lot of feelings within myself that came up when I almost got on Married at First Sight. Luckily I didn't. And here I'm trying to have fun. I'm laughing. But the idea of marrying someone you don't know like blew me away. This idea of committing to someone, to really being in a relationship and then getting married wasn't within my mind. And because of that, there were 2 dating coaches on the show. And their sole purpose was to convince people to get married. And they even had dating advice. And they were really good at their job. I mean, really, they should have been selling like Herbalife teas. When I think of people selling snake oil, I think of them. But they actually said a couple really good things, amidst all the skeeziness. And all I have to do on the show, like I have no phone, I have no internet, I have no TV, I have no computer, is think. And so I'm in my own thoughts. And so I started thinking about commitment. And in my life, I finished 4 degrees, I had a full-time job, I had 2 businesses, I've committed. But when looking back on my relationships, I was always looking for a way out. And I was always looking for reasons to not be in that relationship, a reason for that relationship to end. No, I didn't get married. I didn't actually get married. But I was left with some really, really good advice, despite how it was delivered. And what's kind of funny is I actually ended up breaking up with someone on the show. A little ironic that I'm saying this, that you should commit, and it really wasn't that dramatic, so don't listen to that headline. But think about this. Look inside yourself in terms of dating and relationships. How often do you seek reasons to break up? How often do you actually seek reasons to stay together? And what if instead of looking for reasons to quit, we look for reasons to be together? Because once you commit to something, you stop looking for those reasons to quit. And so if any of you are in relationships here, and you get married because of this talk, I want an invitation. I'll bring in the confetti cake, and I promise not to bring strippers. Thank you very much.